I am really excited to have everybody here today. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. We're excited to recognize the Grand Canyon Centennial, which took place technically yesterday, but we are celebrating all throughout the year in 2019. With that, I want to introduce our governor, who's here with us today. You know, we have been so lucky to work for a man who cares about our residents, he cares about our businesses, he cares about our neighbors. But what we love is that he also cares about our visitors. And this has never been more important than it was with the last couple of government shutdowns, where the governor wanted and did keep the Grand Canyon open for visitors. He did not want our visitors coming to Arizona and the Grand Canyon having to be disappointed and ruining a once-in-a-lifetime experience for many people who don't get to come and don't get to have what we have. So I would like to publicly thank the governor for what he did to keep the Grand Canyon open for Arizona. And with that, please join me in welcoming Arizona Governor Doug Ducey.
Thanks so much, Debbie, and good afternoon, everyone. What a beautiful Arizona day. President Teddy Roosevelt once said, "In the Grand Canyon, Arizona has a natural wonder which is in kind absolutely unparalleled throughout the rest of the world." Today, that's what we celebrate here at Wesley Boland Plaza, the Arizona and international treasure that is Grand Canyon National Park. The Grand Canyon became a national monument under President Roosevelt in 1908. And 100 years ago, on February 26, 1919, it was officially established as a national park. Since its inaugural year, more than 200 million people from around the world have visited, but they were not the first. For thousands of years, the Grand Canyon has inspired awe and wonder. In fact, to this day, ancient art still adorns the canyon walls. The Grand Canyon is often referred to as one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, and it almost defies description. The great explorer, John Wesley Powell, put it this way: "The wonder of the Grand Canyon cannot be adequately represented in symbols of speech, nor by speech itself. Spend any amount of time in the park and you'll understand the reason Arizona is honored to call itself the Grand Canyon State. Whether it's racing down the rapids of the Colorado or navigating the switchbacks of Bright Angel Trail, there's simply no better place to experience the untamed majesty of the West than the Grand Canyon." On this 100th anniversary, Arizona remembers the people, explorers, and pioneers who admired and cared for the canyon long before any of us were here. We also remember the admonition that President Roosevelt so earnestly bestowed upon us when he said, "Leave it as it is. You cannot improve upon it. The ages have been at work on it, and man can only mar it." Today, Arizona heeds that call, and we recommit ourselves to be faithful guardians and stewards of the Grand Canyon. We understand that in the Grand Canyon, Arizona has been given a great gift that must be shared with the world. And we know that a trip to the Grand Canyon, often a once-in-a-lifetime event that may take months or even years to plan for. That's why, when government shutdowns forced other national parks to close, Arizona kept the gates of the Grand Canyon open to everyone. Our state has a proud history of leaders at every level, including Representative Mo Udall and Senator John McCain, who have put differences aside and worked together to preserve the canyon in all its grandeur for future generations. It's in that spirit of responsibility, care, and appreciation that Arizona looks forward to the next 100 years of our most sacred landmark. As a state, we'll be celebrating the first 100 years of Grand Canyon National Park in a variety of ways, including the commemorative road sign you'll see here today. So to everyone listening, I want to say, come experience nature's majesty, come experience history, come experience adventures and thrills like none other, come experience the Grand Canyon. Arizona is proud to welcome you. Thank you.
So the governor mentioned a lot of the statistics. One of the things I want to do real quick is introduce the folks behind me. Sarah Bateman is one of the rangers at the national park at Grand Canyon, and she was kind enough to come down with us yesterday and be with us here today as well to really celebrate and recognize the Grand Canyon. We have Bob Rashid, who is the new director of Arizona State Parks, and we have John Halakowski, who's the director of the Arizona Department of Transportation. And I also want to say a very big thank you to our partners at Arizona Public Service for helping us with this project. We couldn't have done it without them, so we're very grateful. I want to emphasize, as you see these signs that we're going to show, they're not billboards, they're not advertisements. It's about the hope, the inspiration, and the pride that we all have in Arizona. It's about what we as Arizonans feel that we get to live here and get to experience the beauty of Arizona every day. So with that, Governor. So we will open it up for questions. These signs are going to go up starting March 1st around the state. There will be 40 of them placed around the state, replacing some of the current existing signage from the 2012 Centennial.